personal effectiveness in teaching learning process in pharma education. Today's seminar will start with a session on teaching learning in view of NEP 2020 by Dr. Atmaram Pawar. Before going to the session, may I take the pleasure of introducing the speaker to you. Dr. Atmaram Pawar is a principal in charge, Professor of Pharmaceutics in Poona College of Pharmacy. He has 30 years of teaching experience and more than 20 years of research experience. He has served as Dean Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Bharati Vidyapeeth University, Pune. He is a member, Board of Studies in Pharmacy of Pune University and Solapur University. He is also a member in Syllabus Design Committee of DPharm, BPharm, and MPharm. He is a member of various professional bodies such as IPA, APTI, and Indian Association of Community Pharmacy. He is also a founder president of an NGO named Physician Patient Pharmacist Community Association. It is indeed a pleasure to have you amongst us, sir. I welcome you to start the session. Thank you.
Thank you. So very good welcome, and it's my pleasure to deliver a talk on the new or national education policy at National College of Pharmacy, where I visited almost 5-6 years before and seen the college, the beautiful campus with the greenery. I also remember the hills there. So I respect and appreciate and thanks to your principal, sir, for inviting me to deliver my talk on this issue. And fortunately, this is my first talk on the national education policy. So though I delivered many talks previously, so this will be, I will remember that I delivered this national education policy talk, the first in the National College of Pharmacy. And with this, we'll see what are the changes possible in the this national education policy and accordingly in the pharmacy college structure, our teaching learning. So it is better to understand. The corona extended the dates of actual implementation of NEP, but we should be ready for understanding the NEP because it is the future of India. It will change. So as said, and thanks to the anchor who introduced me nicely. So I'm presenting Poona College of Pharmacy, which is ranked in the NRIF. Also, I'm presenting, we are the constituent unit of Bharati Vidyapeeth deemed to be university. This university is accredited thrice by NAC with the present A+ grade. And our parent university or institute is Bharati Vidyapeeth, so which is established on 10th May 1964 by the visionary, the leader from Maharashtra, Dr. Patang Rawji Kadam. So he established the university as its age of 19th year. So just after 11th, at that time, the metric. So he started certificate course called as the Bharati Vidyapeeth, where he dreamed to have the own university. And in 1996, that campus got recognized as a Bharati Vidyapeeth deemed university, and we are proud to be a part of Bharati Vidyapeeth. So as we have the very good tradition of delivering the quality education and research. So what is the basic aim of education? Whether to get higher degree may be BA or MA or MCom, likewise. So better to have a professional degrees. We give that will give your good salary and good jobs. So from 1990 onwards, so India started having these professional degrees in engineering, pharmacy, medical on the large scale, and therefore we grown, our society grown. Or really, these are the two our objectives. Our objective is to have the knowledge and to have the lifelong learning. So as this cartoon shows that that mummy is shouting on the kids, क्या होता है? तो पापा बोलते हैं कि भाई भाई क्या हो गया? मैंने तो इसको कहा कि पढ़ ले भाई, अच्छा पढ़ ले, तुझे अच्छी बीवी मिलेगी, अच्छी वाइफ मिलेगी, मगर ये तो कहता है मेरे पापा भी बहुत पढ़े हैं, वो एमफार्म पीएचडी है। अरे राम 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 राम। तो क्या है हमारा एजुकेशन का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? अच्छी बीबी मिलना, अच्छा हस्बैंड मिलना, अच्छी सैलरी मिलना, या लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग, इसमें हम अटके थे. So we are in that coiling only that what is the purpose of education and how we can strengthen our capacities at international level. It is by only with the degrees or by gaining something. So this is the main fundamental aspect of any education. And if we see it, what was objective of any pharmacy college? It is my experience of last 27 years. So first objective is completion of syllabus within the designed semester period or the annual period. That may be or 12 weeks or that may be 25 weeks. The conduct internal examinations, that is sessional examinations, conduct university examinations, and have a good result. If our result is more than 100%, our principal also give us certificate that is very excellent. All the students are passed. Our institute level management says yes, 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 and they display the boards that this college has the 100% results. And if the few students come in the university rank, then there is no issue. It is a fantastic number one college of that university. So this is our actually objective of regular teaching learning. But are we missing something? So the completion of syllabus, does it means that knowledge is transferred? And nowadays completion of syllabus is taking place through the ICT platforms. SOAM is there. In the Corona, we have the many e-classes. If we put any video, any name, we get the thousands of video. In the last year, we were getting only videos from the foreign countries. But now each and every our Indian university also loaded the videos due to the Corona. So is it necessary to teach properly in the class for a completion of syllabus? The answer may be no, because syllabus can be completed via e-mode examinations. Really, that student is getting good marks, or we are conducting the examinations. Are we checking the understanding of concept, or our examinations are memory based? The results, distinction, first class. Usually now we have the 70% students in the first class and 30% students in the distinction. Really, it measures the skill development. Really, it measures the intellectual development. So these are the points. Why anybody learn whether to get a jobs. The marks are related to the jobs. Good marks means good jobs. University rank, the fantastic. Many times the university rankers is not physically. Hello.
I request all participants to mute yourself. I am muting you all. Please cooperate, all participants. Sorry, sir. Sorry for the trouble, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So this success in the competition, GPAT examinations or many examinations, that ranker is not feasible. So what indicates that why that particular student got 90%, 85% marks, and he is not visible in the GPAT examination, NIPER examination. And whether that university rank is correlated to the career growth of that student, means it indicates that there is something which made that student as a gold medalist of that university. It may be our help in the internal examination, external examination, many issues are there. Or that student maybe have the very strong memory, photographic sense, correct? It may be there, correct? Are we making this all system which is indicator for overall development, holistic development of the student? Whether our education is increasing thinking and reasoning ability of that student, where our education is developing leadership qualities. This is the expectation of education. These are the objectives of education. So this article is coming in the IGPR. It is almost on the last stage. So what we did a survey of 450 students, teachers, and parents. So it also shows that the main aim of education is lifelong learning with the knowledge and skill. Getting a jobs, getting admissions in the higher educations are they are secondary. So this is the complete graph I have. So this is the summary of that. So but what then happens? Is the present education develop skill and thinking? No, present education ranks the students as per the their memorization capacity or the examination capacity. If the student have very good marks, then we call it as बच्चा बहुत अच्छा था. मगर क्या होता है यहाँ क्या होता है, उधर लिखा है दूसरी कर्टन में कि एक बोलता है, ये दो फ्रेंड है ना, एक पहला बोलता है भाई थोड़ा फर्स्ट वर्ड बता दे, एक फर्स्ट वर्ड बता दे, फर्स्ट वर्ड मुझे आया, मैं पूरा पेपर लिख सकता हूँ क्योंकि मैंने रट्टा मारा है, मेमोरी फोटोग्राफिक मेमोरी है. तो भाई फ्रेंडशिप तो जगानी पड़ती है ना, तो फर्स्ट वर्ड देता है द, अभी लिख भाई. क्या होता है? Why it happening? Because in Marathi I call it the ghoka, oka and thoka. Ghoka is the reciting. पूरा memorization करो. Oka in omitting means deliver that, right? And thoka 10 पेज लिखना है हमें. आपको 10 मार्क चाहिए तो 3 पेज लिखना है. मार्क लिखने के समय हैंड राइटिंग अच्छा चाहिए. जरूरत है या नहीं है, एक दो डायग्राम या फ्लो चार्ट चाहिए. और अच्छा ये है कि इफ वी अंडरलाइन विद द some good color sketch pen, then you will be in the distinction. So why it is happening? Why it is happening? Because we are not and never asking case based problems, only except Pharm D. Meantime in the Pharm D now this practice is going, but regularly we have the discuss, classify, define like a questions, and due to the questions we recite, we keep the things in the memory and we get distinction. So where we have to change it or not, otherwise now if we see in the previous 20 years, previous 30 years, what was the shortage of pharmacists, how many pharmacists were there, and now if we see कि गांव गांव में फार्मेसी कॉलेज निकला है, वहां हर एक को डिस्टिंक्शन मिलता है, हर एक तो पीएचडी हो रहा है, तो जॉब कहाँ आ जाएंगे? डिग्री देख के जॉब मिलेंगे, या इफ वी हैव द नॉलेज टू बिकम entrepreneurship or to have something. So this is for about the knowledge. So what we study is the for knowledge. Knowledge we give in the syllabus, theory, practical assignment, some dictate, some give the PPT, some have the full duration lecture, some have the Zoom. अभी तो Zoom का जमाना है, मुझे गारंटी नहीं कि कितने लोग अटेंड करते हैं और कितने लोग अटेंशन में है. एक्सेप्ट प्रिंसिपल एक गारंटी नहीं रही थी. प्रिंसिपल को करना पड़ता है, भाई इनविटेशन तो दिया है, हम तो थोड़ा सुने. नहीं तो पहला देखो अप्रैल 2020 का स्क्रीनशॉट देखो, मेरा पूरा कैमरा ऑन था, सब नाम थे, मैं बच्चों को कॉल देता था तो बच्चे यस सर बोलते थे. अभी कैमरा गायब होता है और बच्चे तो उधर नहीं रहते, हम नाम से भी बोले तो बच्चा नहीं रहता, बाद में बोलता है सर मेरा प्रॉब्लम था. अभी स्मार्ट बन गए. सो वी आर स्मार्ट इन द मैनेजिंग द थिंग्स, whether we are smart in the getting a knowledge. So these are the things. So attendance versus attention is my today's topic or the issue, and we have the attendance because it is required for filling the examination form, but attention is a problem. Therefore I have this another survey, that is as per you how much percent of knowledge and skill gained by the student in the present education. The student says almost 60% students said all our examinations are exam oriented. They give some knowledge but no skill, no thinking ability is developed. Why it is happening? Because in the teaching and in the examination we transfer the information, we not transfer the knowledge. And in the examination we ask the question to know the information. So when that information get convert into knowledge, then and then our thinking ability increases. So this is the whole aim of objective is the knowledge skill, is not marks and attendance. But Indian education is revolving under degrees, under attendance, and around the that marks. Therefore, this new education policy or national education policy 2020 is implemented on 29th July 2020. What is the aim? Fantastic aim. It have a holistic and multidisciplinary education approach. Holistic, that is the overall development of the student should take place. Correct. Multidisciplinary, he should not be only master in the chemistry. Again, it is not the chemistry. In a pharmacy, if student becomes M.Pharm, He says, I am master in the pharmaceutics. I don't know the any chemistry. If he is the coology, he says, I am master in the coology. Don't ask me any formulation. Don't ask me any structure, because I am super specialist. I don't have any knowledge of my related field also. Forget about the other disciplines. So this is not expected in this education policy. What is expected is a multidisciplinary and holistic approach of education, where the aim is to enhance our gross enrollment ratio up to 50% in 2035. Have higher education institutes. So we should not have a college. It should be a higher education institute with the multidisciplinary approach. So there are two steps given, 2030 and 2040. Up to 2040, all the systems should be in the run, correct? And students of science, technology can aim to learn more arts, humanities, vocational subjects, soft skills, local languages, and many things, and vice versa. Means it is not the case that pharmacy students should learn only chemistry, physics, cognosy, and ecology. He can learn engineering also. He can learn music also. So this is the another main important issue or the aim of higher education institute. That words are important to break down the harmful COs of the higher education by transforming higher education institutes in a fully autonomous and a large multidisciplinary clusters. So what is expected is one by one. Each and every institute will be autonomous. Each and every institute will be multidisciplinary, and there should not be walls in between. There should not be walls. अभी walls है. आर्ट्स अलग है, साइंस अलग है, इंजीनियरिंग अलग है, फार्मेसी अलग है, यूनानी अलग है, आयुर्वेदा अलग, मेडिकल अलग. फार्मेसी में बी फार्म अलग, डी फार्मडी अलग, बी फार्म में सुटिक्स अलग, केमिस्ट्री अलग, कोलॉजी अलग, कोग्नेसी अलग. All we are isolated with the very strong boundaries and the walls. So we not have any exchange of thoughts. Our students are not all-rounder. Therefore, we not have that capacity to emerge as industry, emerge as a thinker, because we are have the very limited knowledge of a particular subject. So therefore, so if we ask some questions, this is the real questions which are asked in my college. So when we ask, give the properties of sodium chloride, तो बच्चा क्या बोला हमारे यहाँ? Sir, I know the person have a property. Property in a state, sampatti, like house, car, land, etc. The sodium chloride is the salt powder. How it will have that property? How salt powder will have a house, car? तो देखो क्या होता है यहाँ. So we are asking the property, chemical properties, physical properties. बच्चा तो बोलता है फिर property यानी estate, जायदाद, संपत्ति. So can my pharmacy student have some economic knowledge? So we have to think it. When we ask, explain the process of pregnancy. Pregnancy में क्या होता है? बच्चा क्या बोलता है? After a marriage, baby growth in stomach of wife. मुझे तो चैलेंज है इसको. मैरिज करना जरूरी है, पहला. दूसरा, स्टमक में होता है. तीसरा, वाइफ होना जरूरी है. और तीसरा, ये स्टमक में क्या होता है भाई? तो महाराष्ट्र में क्या बोलते हैं? तो पेट आया, पेट. पेट यानी स्टमक. बच्चा तो क्या है? तो हमारा कम्युनिटी एजुकेशन भी कम है. कम्युनिटी एजुकेशन बोलते हैं कि बच्चा बिना सोचे स्कूल आता है, रट्टा मारता है, पास होता है, डिस्टिंक्शन में पास होता है, मगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है. When I asked myself when I teaching the dispensing pharmacy, why pediatric dose is a fraction of adult dose? तो बच्चा बोलता है, सर जी बच्चे का माउथ छोटा होता है ना, छोटा होता है वो. Since mouth of kids is small than the adults, the dose of pediatric is a fraction. So there is a need to have 50% education from the field. It is a community education. We call it the community education. And this is the theme of new education policy. It is not only the college education or school education, but it should be the field education or community learning should go side by side. Therefore, multidisciplinary approach for holistic knowledge. In the previous slide, I showed each and every our discipline is separate. Now, in this new education policy, that human being is the knowledge, have the knowledge of all music, chemistry, rasadravya from Ayurveda, Unani practice. He is the pharmacist person having the knowledge of pharmaceutical chemistry, drug design. He also know the toxicology, clinical toxicology from pharmacy or clinical toxicology from medical college. He know the chemical engineering from the engineering college. And he is thinking to have a designing of or manufacturing of some APIs. Definitely, if we compare our MPharm medicinal chemistry person and if we compare with this person in a future who is having some knowledge of chemical engineering, some knowledge of clinical toxicology, some knowledge of rasadravyas, phytoconstituents, and with the core subject of pharmaceutical chemistry and drug design, he will be the master in the drug design. He will launch many new APIs or drugs. Therefore, so now it is a time to club together as a university, which is an autonomous university, which will be the cluster of many things. Correct. Therefore, there will not be now health university. If you are presenting some health university in the future, there will not be health university. There will not be technical university. There will not be affiliated university. There will not be a agriculture university. There will not be any state university. But your college will be autonomous as a university. Whole power will be given to you. So professional, general, liberal education in a single campus you have to provide. Then your cluster will be considered the autonomous higher education institute and as the university. So this is the expectation of the next approach. So types of multidisciplinary higher educations. So autonomous degree granting college. The first is the autonomous degree granting college. Again it should be multidisciplinary. मेरा एक फार्मेसी कॉलेज है और इसको मैं बोलूंगा इट इज ऑटोनोमस डिग्री ग्रांटिंग कॉलेज. नो, इधर आपका कॉलेज इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के साथ टाइप है, आपका कॉलेज कोई आर्ट लिबरल आर्ट के साथ टाइप है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. So this is the multidisciplinary institute that grants undergraduate degrees. Slowly it may increase or improve in the teaching intensive universities that institute with the greater emphasis on the teaching but conduct some significant research. एक स्टेप आगे जाना है, जैसा एमफार्म जैसा माहौल बनता है, पीएचडी जैसा माहौल बनता है, सब मेरे पास अच्छा रिसर्च चला है, then it will be the research intensive university. So there will be a 3 categories of our higher education institutes: college, teaching university and research university. And that college can grow into the teaching university and teaching university can grow into the research university. If this structure is takes place, definitely again this education policy is promoting international universities. Top 100 universities they can come in India and they should have a competition, और competition जरूरी है. I will always give the example of BSNL. हमारे पास पहला 10-12 साल पहला सिर्फ BSNL था, उधर क्यू लगाने की एक फोन के लिए और कुछ करने का. जैसा आइडिया आ गया, वोडाफोन आ गया, सब आ गए, तो अभी हमारा BSNL किसके पास भी नहीं है, बिकॉज दे नॉट चेंज. अभी कंपटीशन है तो उनको थोड़ा ट्राई करना पड़ा. कंपटीशन नहीं रहती तो आज भी हमारे पास BSNL रहता. आज भी हमें लाइन लगानी पड़ती, भाई मुझे फोन का नंबर दे दो, 5 साल हो मैंने नंबर लगाया आपको. सो दिस definitely these competitions are required, and for that some good players should be there in the market. If we go like this, definitely the student exchange is possible and we can become a global also. Our universities, Indian universities can become a global universities. They can open their outlets in the other or the units in the other countries also. So this is the theme. What is the action required? Action required is the first इफ यू आर इंडिविजुअल, मेरा एक ही कॉलेज है भाई, बहुत प्रॉब्लम है आपको, स्टार्ट वर्किंग एज अ क्लस्टर। आपके खुद की संस्था का कॉलेज नहीं है, इफ देयर इज नो कॉलेज ऑफ योर ओन इंस्टीट्यूट नियर बाय, have a tie-up with the other institutes. But in the 5 kilometer area at least, you should have a cluster of working. अब हम अकेले रहते थे, we are working as an individual. We are not even giving smile to the our nearby college principal. Now it should not, it will not happen. We have to give a smile, we have to shake hand. And then all the colleges have to come together. The single pharmacy institute or the campus having the same institute. I have the colleges, 5 colleges of pharmacy. I have the 5 colleges of engineering. Again, there is no use. Start finding academic partners of other disciplines. Those institutes which are not accredited, even DPharm institutes, they should start accreditation. Higher education go for NAC also, NBA also. It is better to go NAC nowadays, because now we are going in the another new policy, and it will help. But definitely, because what is the structure given? If our core subjects are pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmaceutical technology, clinical research, herbal research, drug chemistry, our students he will be interested in परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट, उसको गाना गाना है, डांस करना है, जरूरी है भाई, लोग डिप्रेशन में जा रहे हैं। सो टू मेक हिज ऑलराउंडर परफेक्ट पर्सनैलिटी, ही हैज टू डांस। उसको पसंद है डांस करना, उसको पसंद है सिंगिंग, डेफिनेटली वी शुड हैव। if he is thinking to have, okay, I am a pharmacist but I want to become a manager, so he should have some chance to get knowledge from our management college. Social science or the arts likewise, and such cluster is important, and it is the best time. We have the 2-3 years in our hand, just start finding our partners. Correct. What are the disciplines? So at present we have the very separated, isolated working. That is a fragmented higher education. It's called as a fragmentation of higher education. We fragmented the general part, whether art, commerce, science. We fragmented the technical, engineering, pharmacy, management, architecture. We fragmented the health, allopathic, Ayurvedic, nursing, MBBS, all this, Unani, vocational colleges, liberal arts. So these are our COs or the boundaries or the fragmentation. If we consider the pharmacy, I can say proudly, लोग बोलते हैं कि मास्टर ऑफ नन, जा कपल और मास्टर ऑफ नन, ऐसा कुछ। तो भाई हमारा अच्छा था कि द फार्मेसी इज, आई कैन से, मिनी मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी syllabus. क्यों? बिकॉज वी आर लर्निंग टेक्नोलॉजी, ड्रग सिंथेसिस, फॉर्मुलेशन, डेवलपमेंट, प्रोडक्शन, इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन. We learn the practice, clinical research, community pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, drug information. We learn allied also, marketing, regulation, IPR, QA. Correct. Though these all parts are very good from day one, now we are on the right place. We are not only studying the engineering means engineering. We are not studying only one part means one part. From day one, it is a mixture of all the subjects, and it is a positive comparatively. Means pharmacists are more aware with the multidisciplinary approach. But only problem is that our syllabus is not flexible. Our syllabus is not flexible. It is very rigid. Whether you have the interest in the chemistry or not, throughout the 4 years you have to study chemistry. If you have the interest in the management, I will teach only one subject as a management. Again, that management subject will be taught by a cognitive person, because he is not having a good workload. See the condition. If person is interested in the hospital pharmacy, again that topic will be taught by someone for the workload adjustment. और हम सोचते हैं कि भाई हम मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी हो, सो वी आर द हैव द मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच, बट आवर टीचिंग ओरिएंटेशन इज एडजस्टमेंट्स. जिसको पास काम नहीं है वो जॉब देने वाला पढ़ाता है, वो रेगुलेशन पढ़ाता है, मैनेजमेंट पढ़ाता, सब पढ़ाता. कौन पढ़ाता है? जिसके पास वर्कलोड नहीं है, और वो बच्चे बढ़े जाते हैं. और जिसके पास सब है, छुटिक्स वाला बिजी है, वो टेक्नोलॉजी पढ़ता है, केमिस्ट्री वाला तो बहुत बिजी है मगर जॉब नहीं है, ऐसा होता है. सो दिस वी हैव टू चेंज एंड वी हैव टू रियली थिंक फ्रॉम अ बॉटम. शो के लिए बस हो गया भाई, अब कितना शो करेंगे हम? 100 ईयर्स हो गए शो ही करते हैं. डिग्री आता है, बच्चा का मेरिट आता है और जॉब नहीं मिलता, वो आगे नहीं जाता. तो दिस इज द पॉइंट. सो माय पॉइंट इज नाउ whether the pharmacy is technical or not. So this is a challenge. The challenge I'm saying, because as per that new education policy document, pharmacy comes under the technical education, engineering, technology, architecture, town planning, pharmacy management, hotel management, catering technology, all they are technical. तो ऐसा होता है तो मेरा बच्चा कभी भी शायद मेडिकल का नॉलेज नहीं लेगा. समझो ऐसा बना कि टेक्निकल इज द ग्रुप, इधर क्लियर नहीं है इतना न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में. सो माय दैट बीफार्म वाला लड़का शायद इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ सकता है मगर बीफार्म वाला लड़का मे नॉट लर्न मेडिकल प्रैक्टिस बिकॉज टैगलाइन हमें है अवर एजुकेशन इज टेक्निकल. अभी AICTE भी कंफ्यूजन में है whether to call pharmacy as a technical or not, because many of the colleges not opted the AICTE. हमारे जैसे थोड़े कॉलेजेस AICTE में है मगर वो बोलते नहीं नहीं आपको अभी कुछ नहीं देंगे कि आप फार्मेसी में नहीं है. तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. तो मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि कैंडिडेट एंटरिंग इन द साइंस स्ट्रीम विद द फार्मेसी एज ए मेजर सब्जेक्ट, उसको फार्मेसी बनना है. ही शुड get a knowledge or opportunity to learn engineering also, and he should get opportunity to learn medical also. So pharmacist with some knowledge of engineering or some knowledge of medical also, it should be possible. Or the person who is taking admission in the MBBS first year, उसको डिग्री फार्मेसी के बाद में मिलनी चाहिए. He should be able to take a pharmacy subject as a core subject सेकंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर में जाते जाते समय, बिकॉज ऑल इज अ नाउ इलेक्टिव टाइप. ऐसा नहीं है कि स्टूडेंट आपके पास एडमिशन लिया तो 4 साल आपके पास रहने वाला है. नहीं नहीं नहीं. he will take admissions in the pharmacy, slowly he will take a engineering subject and he will move to the engineering. और जो इंजीनियरिंग में है वो बोलेगा भाई मेरा मैथ्स तो 12th में अच्छा था, अभी मुझे बायोलॉजी में इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है. दैट इंजीनियरिंग पर्सन मे कम इन द फार्मेसी आल्सो. So this is the possibility of our education. Therefore, our Pharmacy Council of India, APTI, IPA, all these bodies should watch what is happening at a national education policy implementation, and we should get a full chance to get knowledge of engineering side, that sales side, as well as technical side. Otherwise, if by mistake, if we are only categorized as a technical, then we miss that health component where we have the very good group which called as the Pharm D. अभी तो we are promoting a Pharm D, correct? Clinical research का भी नया regulation भी change हो गया. So we are on the both the sides. We are technical also and we are the practice oriented also, and we should get all the opportunities to learn both these disciplines. So this is the part I covered, what we have to learn in a future. Now structure of UG and PG. देखो, listen properly. The UG program will be of 3 to 4 years duration with multiple exit options. This is a very high freedom given to the students. Student can take a admission. He will study only for 1 year. We have to give him certificate course. Certificate. His graduation is called a certificate. If he study the pharmacy major subject for 2 years, he may be diploma in pharmacy. That is the graduate. If the student study 3 years, then it is a degree, undergraduate degree. And if the students do some research in the 4th year, it is the research program. Likewise, so there are the 4 level exit, correct? After 1 year, the student who is entered in the pharmacy as a core subject may think to go in the engineering also. So the student will move from discipline of pharmacy to the discipline of engineering. The student who is studying the engineering, he may come to the pharmacy, or he may go to the professional art also. This is a possibility. So when any student leave our campus, that course, so we should able to give some degree to him. Correct. The multiple exist and multiple entry. He will pass only diploma in the 2 years. After 4-5 years, with his credits, he will come to the college. सर मुझे और 2 साल पढ़ना है, मुझे सर और 1 साल पढ़ना है, तो हमें एडमिशन देना पड़ेगा। अभी बच्चे हमारे बच्चे नहीं रहेंगे, बाप भी हमारा बच्चा रह सकता है। Our student may be a fatherly figures, not only the youngsters. This is the possibility. So we should have that maturity also to conducting the college of such adult education. It is a possible and it is the need of a day. What are the major challenges in this? My point is each and every level should give some good package of knowledge and skill. If he is studying only 1 year as a certificate, he should get some job. He should have some knowledge and skills. Hypothetically, as per my knowledge, I given some example. If he is a pharmacy certificate degree, then he should have some skill, at least assisting in the medical shop. He will not be a registered pharmacist, but he can work in the medical shop as an assistant. He can work in the laboratories as a technical assistant. हमारे यहाँ रहता है ना 12th वाला, उसके बदले एक काम कर सकता है. Some knowledge should be there and some skills should be provided. If it is a 2 years course, I can say it should be equivalent to our diploma colleges, polytechnic colleges. बराबर है. तो डिप्लोमा 2 जगह हो सकता है फ्यूचर में. In the polytechnic colleges at present which are providing a diploma, they will produce a 2 years diploma, or they can grow into the higher education by clubbing as a cluster, and BPharm college में भी diploma certificate मिल सकता है because he is doing the 2-year education in your college, degree college. He should be equivalent to the BPharm. Means हमारे पास we should have all the subjects which is required for creating that diploma pharmacy holder. So those सोच समझ के we have to design a syllabus. Correct. Each and every step we should give something. So I made a statement, some good package of knowledge and skill should be there at each and every level. If the 3rd year, he should be able to work in the production as the instrumental analysis, as a marketing person, as a clinical hospital pharmacist. तो 3rd year में ऐसे सब्जेक्ट होने चाहिए. If it is a degree with a research, he should have some research in a particular field. So in a future, there will not be BPharm and there will not be PharmD. Only he is a graduating in the pharmacy with a major subjects. फार्मेसी के सब्जेक्ट लिए उसमें केमिस्ट्री भी था, उसमें टॉक्सिकोलॉजी था, उसमें थेरेपेटिक्स भी था, मगर he has taken some structure. The structure is not given. 3-4 major subjects from pharmacy and he can become the pharmacy graduate. But at each level, he is having the some knowledge and some skill for his lifelong learning and as a career. This is the more important and ये syllabus हमें करना है सर जी. अभी सिलेबस पीसीए नहीं करने वाली है, आगे आगे देखेंगे क्या. अनदर मेजर चैलेंज इज एश्योरेंस ऑफ सफिशिएंट एनरोलमेंट. एडमिशन हमारा 60 का इंटेक है, 100 का इंटेक है. तो फर्स्ट ईयर में यू मे हैव 100 इंटेक, सेकंड ईयर में आप देखेंगे 50 ही लोग हैं, क्योंकि अपने टीचर ने अच्छा नहीं पढ़ाया था, आपका प्रिंसिपल का दूसरे प्रिंसिपल के साथ जमता नहीं है, ईगोइस्टिक प्रिंसिपल है. बाजू में 8 कॉलेज है, मगर वो बोलता है तो 8 कॉलेज है, मैं तो फार्मेसी का हूं, मैं बड़ा हूं, तो मेरे बच्चे 8 कॉलेज में नहीं पढ़ सकते. तो देखो, द फ्रीडम टू डिसकंटिन्यू एंड फ्रीडम टू रीएंटर एट एनी स्टेज इज द थीम ऑफ न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी. तो स्टूडेंट may transfer from one discipline to other discipline. First, forget about discipline. बच्चे ने अभी एमफार्म में गया, वो सुटिक्स में एडमिशन नहीं लेने वाला है. अभी का क्या है, एमफार्म सुटिक्स फुल पैकेज में चलता है, डीआरए फुल पैकेज में चलता है, कोग्निसी में नहीं आता. ऐसा नहीं होगा. ही विल बी द एमफार्म ओनली, पीजी. आज सुटिक्स में एडमिशन लिया, निकलते समय वो कोग्निसी से बाहर निकलेगा, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. तो सुटिक्स वाला बोलेगा भाई मेरे पास तो 10 फैकल्टी है सुटिक्स की, मैं क्या करूं. ये प्रॉब्लम आपका नहीं, वो फैकल्टी का और कॉलेज का प्रॉब्लम है, बिकॉज दे नॉट एबल टू रिटेन एंड अट्रैक्ट स्टूडेंट्स टू देयर डिसिप्लिन और देयर चैलेंज कितना है देखो। जैसा मैं वोडाफोन ले लू, मैं आइडिया ले लू, ये मेरी चॉइस है, वैसी चॉइस स्टूडेंट की रहेगी। स्टूडेंट बोलेगा सर ये केमिस्ट्री वाला टीचर अच्छा नहीं पढ़ाता, ये कोलोजी वाला पढ़ाता है, मैं कोलोजी में जाता हूँ नेक्स्ट ईयर। आपके सामने पता चलेगा कि वो केमिस्ट्री वाले को अभी कैसा एडजस्ट करूं मैं। इसका इम्पैक्ट क्या होगा, फाइनेंशियल फिजिबिलिटी इन द फर्स्ट ईयर। तो प्रिंसिपल को बहुत चैलेंज है सर, क्योंकि इन द फर्स्ट ईयर यू आर हैविंग 100 सीट्स, बट इन द सेकंड ईयर यू आर हैविंग द 50 सीट्स ओनली। हाउ टू मैनेज कॉलेज, देयर इज नो गारंटी। एंड लास्ट पॉइंट है, नाउ वी आर एंजॉयिंग द एफिलिएशन बॉम्बे यूनिवर्सिटी। 4 बड़े कॉलेजेस है, 10 छोटे कॉलेजेस है। छोटे कॉलेज का लेबल बॉम्बे यूनिवर्सिटी है, बड़े कॉलेज का भी लेबल बॉम्बे यूनिवर्सिटी है। जॉब मिलता है बॉम्बे यूनिवर्सिटी में नाम पे। नाउ हेंस आफ्टर there will not be a protection cover of any affiliated university, because your institute will be the autonomous higher education. So you have to create your own perception about the college, quality about the college. Otherwise student from your college will shift to the nearby college. अभी उस टाइम हम नहीं बोलेंगे कि तेरा फी नहीं दूंगा, तुझे 4 साल की फी भरनी है, नथिंग। 1 ईयर सर्टिफिकेट दे दो, और डिप्लोमा करने के लिए he will go to other college. After completing a diploma for graduation he will go to the third college. ऐसा हो सकता है। So existing statutory deemed university and private universities having the cluster of the colleges are one step ahead, because on the same campus they have the many such disciplines and they can run the show as early as possible as compared to the single college. So this is the major challenge. PG programs है, so as PG program may be of 1 year or 2 years. Now we have the MPharm of 2 years, but in the future 2-year PG program is for the students who pass 3 years undergraduate, and 1 year PG program for 4-year undergraduate, because in the 4th year he had did some research. That research and this 1 year research will give him as a PG degree. Correct. So this is the another challenge we have, or understand the concept of PG education. Syllabus. So what is the important point is the autonomy. Your college will be accredited and you will give the autonomy. So therefore faculty members of your college or your college, autonomous college, higher education, will be given freedom to design their own curriculum and pedagogy. आपको कैसा टीच करना है, definitely as per the guidelines of General Education Council. General Education Council, not as per the guidelines of AICTE or PCI. उनका रोल क्या है, I will discuss in the next slide. Major and minor courses will be there, as I shown. Chemistry, some ecology, some toxicology will be the major, and minor will be some management colleges likewise. So including vocational education, that education policy given more stress on the vocational education or skill development के लिए important है. This vocational education can be taught by open distance learning, by online mode, or making a partner from industry or NGOs. But there should be a minor and major courses. Revise flexible criteria based grading. ग्रेडिंग मार्क्स में नहीं रही, क्राइटेरिया और सब जो क्रेडिट्स है वो इकट्ठा हो जाएंगे. स्पेसिफिकली वी हैव टू गिव नॉलेज इन इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस. तमिलनाडु में बोलना है, कन्नड़ में बोलना है, मराठी में बोलना है, गुजराती में बोलना है, पढ़ाना भी है, बिकॉज now proficiency in the Indian languages can be included as a employment opportunity for employment. बच्चा तमिलनाडु बोलता है, बच्चा केरली बोलता है, बच्चा मराठी बोलता है, तो महाराष्ट्र में उसको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. सो दिस इज द पार्ट ऑफ दिस सिलेबस डिजाइन. सो देयरफॉर अभी मेरे जैसे इंग्लिश कम आने वाले जो लोग थे उनको अच्छा दिन आ जाएगा कि दे कैन speak in the Marathi, they can speak in Hindi. So speaking is not a criteria. Knowledge delivery is the main thing. So knowledge and language, they have the different issues. Definitely soft skills should be very good, but at the same time, we should teach in a regular language that is easy to understand and that is easy to create our concepts. So regarding the faculty, so बोलने के लिए तो बोला है, teaching duties will not be excessive. Teachers should enjoy their teaching. He should have the adequate time for interaction with the students, conducting the research etc. Implementation का challenge है इंडिया में, अगर हो सकता है. Major issue is a teacher should be a full-time teacher of individual institute, like today only. But what problem it creates, it is the important issue. Why they are saying that he should be full-time? Because the teachers should feel committed to their institute and community. ये मेरा कॉलेज है, नेशनल कॉलेज ऑफ फार्मेसी मेरा कॉलेज है, आई विल वर्क फॉर दैट. ये जो केरला की सब ये पॉकेट है वो मेरा पॉकेट है, आई विल डेवलप दैट माय पॉकेट एज एक्सलेंट इन द केरला, ऐसा हम बोल सकते. तो देयरफॉर द टीचर शुड बी फुल टाइम. एंड अनदर है लिबरल आर्ट तो आनी चाहिए. तो आपका कैंपस है, कैंपस में भी आर्ट कॉलेज है, इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है, फार्मेसी कॉलेज है. एक गाने वाला चाहिए, एक बजाने वाला चाहिए, म्यूजिशियन चाहिए, ये चाहिए, सब चाहिए ना, स्पोर्ट्स वाला चाहिए. एंड दे शुड बी आर्टिस्ट इन रेसिडेंस बोलते हैं उसको. एक कैंपस में है तो हमें सब कैंपस में उनका फायदा हो जाएगा. तो हमारे साथ फैकल्टी ऐसी भी होनी चाहिए. व्हाट इज द मेजर चैलेंज? मेजर चैलेंज है आज बहुत बार हम कॉस्ट कटिंग के लिए जूनियर लोगों को स्टाफ बनाते हैं. सब जूनियर लोग 15,000 20,000 15,000 20,000, एक साल में वो दूसरी कॉलेज में जाता है. अभी सब जूनियर स्टाफ रहेगा, सो हु विल मेक द सिलेबस? सिलेबस कौन बनाएगा भाई? आपने तो फ्रेशर लिए थे क्योंकि मैनेजमेंट को पैसा जमा करके देना था. पैशनेट भी होना चाहिए ना. उसको एमआर का जॉब नहीं मिला, उसको एमफार्म नहीं मिला, उसको ये नहीं मिला, इसलिए ही बिकम्स फैकल्टी. या मेरा हस्बैंड केरला में काम करता है तो आई वांट टू बी इन टीचिंग, बाकी मेरा कुछ नहीं. हस्बैंड जाएगा पुणे तो मैं भी पुणे जाऊंगी. सो बिकॉज वी हैव टू डेवलप आवर ओन सिलेबस, वी हैव टू लीड आवर ओन यूनिवर्सिटी. अभी केरला यूनिवर्सिटी का कुछ रोल नहीं है. नेशनल कॉलेज ऑफ फार्मेसी एज इंस्टीट्यूट आपका कैंपस पूरा है. तो इसके लिए आउटस्टैंडिंग एंड इफेक्टिव इंस्टीट्यूशनल लीडरशिप दोनों भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक फैकल्टी भी है और एक प्रिंसिपल भी है. तो इंडस्ट्री वाला प्रिंसिपल दिखाने के लिए नहीं चलेगा. एक बार आता है मंथ में और साइन करके जाता है. या ऐसा नहीं चलेगा कि जिसको भी काम नहीं है वो भी कभी कभी प्रिंसिपल बनता है, ऐसा भी नहीं चलेगा. ही शुड बी अ लीडर, ही शुड हैव अ गुड contact with the others and he should lead that multidisciplinary. Leadership position should not be remain vacant. क्या बोलते हैं देखो, एक प्रिंसिपल चेंज होने के पहले दूसरा प्रिंसिपल अपॉइंट होना चाहिए. 6 महीना 1 साल दोनों प्रिंसिपल ने एक साथ काम करना है. तो संस्था को दोनों का भी सैलरी देना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज व्हाट ट्रेंड्स ही इज सिटिंग इन द फर्स्ट लाइन ही शुड डिलीवर टू द नेक्स्ट. इट्स द एक्सपेक्टेशन. प्रैक्टिकली कैसा होगा नहीं मालूम. चैलेंज इज अनसर्टन स्टूडेंट एनरोलमेंट. फर्स्ट ईयर देयर वर 50 students in the college, but second year there are 25. Enrollment change हो गई. Definitely it will affect on the many things. Should be multi-facilitated. Faculty should have the multi-faceted to get adjusted. भाई मेरा केमिस्ट्री का सिलेबस नहीं है, केमिस्ट्री के लड़के नहीं है, मगर मैं कोग्निसी अच्छा पढ़ा सकता हूँ. That teacher will be a very useful for himself and for the institute. ये बोलेगा ना मैं सिर्फ सिटिक्स पढ़ाता हूँ, केमिस्ट्री नहीं आता, भाई निकल जा, अभी क्या करे, क्योंकि सिटिक्स से बच्चे मेरे पास नहीं है, तो तू क्या करेगा. तो अभी से जिनको जिनको ईगो रहता है ना, मैं स्टूडेंट्स का हूँ, मैं इसका हूँ, सोच ले भाई ईगो कितना रखना है. थोड़ा पड़ोसी के साथ भी ध्यान दे. व्हाट ही इज टीचिंग यू हैव टू लर्न इट. सो दिस इज अ इम्पोर्टेंट. करेक्ट. सो इंस्टीट्यूट शुड एम्प्लॉय अ सिस्टम टू अपॉइंट फैकल्टी प्रिस्क्राइब नंबर. ये तो रेगुलर है. अभी स्टूडेंट के बारे में बोलेंगे. व्हाट इज द फ्रीडम? फ्रीडम टू सिलेक्ट देयर कोर्स, freedom to select their college, that is higher education institute, and freedom to select their university. सबसे ज्यादा बेनिफिट में स्टूडेंट है. स्टूडेंट हैव ऑल द फ्रीडम्स, मैं यहाँ से वहां हर साल जा सकता हूँ. He can select a particular higher education based on availability of disciplines. He will come and see, sir, what you are giving. Are you giving? Because I am a very good dancer. देखो, you are very good master in the pharmacy. He says, sir, I want to dance, continue my dancing. Do you have that facility? नहीं नहीं, बाजू में है सर, मैं बाजू में जाता हूँ, मुझे दोनों भी करने हैं. So he will have that choice to select a discipline. All जो credits he will accumulate, it will be transferred to the central place. गवर्नमेंट, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट क्या बनाएगा? एकेडमिक बैंक ऑफ क्रेडिट. आप बोलेंगे नहीं, तेरा मार्कशीट लिस्ट ही मैं नहीं देता. आज हमारी प्रैक्टिस कहती है, आई देखता हूँ हाउ यू विल गो टू अदर कॉलेज, आई विल नॉट गिव यू मार्क लिस्ट. अरे भाई सर, आपके पास कुछ नहीं रहेगा. ऑल द मार्क्स विल बी पार्ट ऑफ एकेडमिक बैंक क्रेडिट. वो अप्लाई करेगा, सब क्रेडिट ऑटोमेटिकली दूसरे कॉलेज में गए. आपके हाथ में कुछ नहीं है अभी, आप रिटेन नहीं कर सकते. यू कैन इम्प्रूव क्वालिटी ऑफ योर एजुकेशन, योर इंस्टीट्यूट, परसेप्शन एंड स्टैंडर्ड. दैट इज द ओनली क्राइटेरिया टू रिटेन एंड टू अट्रैक्ट स्टूडेंट टू योर यूनिवर्सिटी. इट इज नॉट विद जो पहला था वो नहीं चलेगा. एक्सपेक्टेड दैट वेरियस यूनिवर्सिटीज ये सब करने के बाद और इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स भी हमारे इंडिया में आ जाएंगे और हमारे भी कॉलेज दे विल वर्क इन द अदर यूनिवर्सिटीज. ऐसा हो सकता है. व्हाट इज द मेजर चैलेंज? स्टूडेंट एडमिशन द फर्स्ट ईयर मे नॉट बी परमानेंट स्टूडेंट, अनलाइक व्हाट एक्सपेक्टेड फॉर अपॉइंटिंग अ फुल टाइम पीएचडी. देखो, पॉलिसी क्या बोलती है कि टीचर शुड बी अ फुल टाइम, बट स्टूडेंट इज नॉट फुल टाइम. देयरफॉर आई मेड वन टैग, एफएमजी स्टूडेंट है. एफएमजी मालूम है ना, फास्ट मूविंग गुड्स. मैं यहाँ बोलता हूँ फास्ट मूविंग ग्रेजुएट्स. आज इस कॉलेज में था, नेक्स्ट टाइम दूसरे कॉलेज में गया, थर्ड ईयर तीसरी कॉलेज में गया. दिस इज द मेजर चैलेंज. द एफएमजी इज अ मेजर चैलेंज इन द नियर फ्यूचर. सो आंसर इज योर स्टैंडर्ड एंड परसेप्शन. फाइनेंस, definitely there will be a legislative rules for starting and maintaining the quality of all higher education, private higher education institutes. The private higher educations will be empowered to set their fees. Government fees नहीं करेगा आपको, आपकी फीस आप डिसाइड करेंगे. some regulation दिया जाएगा, but you have to set your fees. कई बार ऐसा हो सकता है, the college having very good standard, he may have the double fees than the regular college, because they are providing each and everything. And with that high fees also, there is a queue of students. So students want that knowledge, they are ready to pay the higher fees. It is a freedom given. It is all freedom given. There shall not be no arbitrary increase in the fees. The first year में 1 लाख थी, second year में 1,10,000 करेंगे, नहीं चलेगा भाई. 1 लाख डिसाइड किया तो 1 लाख ही चलेगी फीस. So these are the some. And another thing is expected is that there should be free ships. अभी आपकी स्कॉलरशिप गवर्नमेंट देगा नहीं मालूम. यू शुड एबल टू गिव द फ्री शिप. आपके साथ एल्यूमिनी एसोसिएशन है, बड़े बड़े लोग हैं, इंडस्ट्री है, उनसे स्पॉन्सरशिप लेना चाहिए और फ्री शिप होनी चाहिए. देयरफॉर लीडर शुड बी स्ट्रॉन्ग. व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट सेंट्रल रेगुलेशंस? चेंज हो क्या रहा है? नाउ सेंट्रल रेगुलेशंस आर एट प्रेजेंट आर AICTE एंड PCI. यूजीसी का कुछ लेना देना नहीं था हमारे पास, PCI और AICTE के पास चले तो होता था. लास्ट ईयर many of our colleges are taken free seat from the AICTE. They are only under the PCI. अभी सब चेंज होगा. क्या चेंज होगा देखो. That new education policy state that mechanistic and disempowering nature of a regulatory system has to right the basic problem. ये हमारे पास ये प्रॉब्लम क्यों है? क्योंकि हर एक छोटा छोटा यूनिट है. फार्मेसी का छोटा यूनिट, आर्किटेक्चर का छोटा यूनिट, नर्सिंग का छोटा यूनिट, और मैकेनिस्टिक है. बहुत फ्रीडम नहीं है उधर, लिबरेशन नहीं है. तो इन्होंने सब प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट की है. देयरफॉर दे आर थिंकिंग टू डिसेंट्रलाइज द थिंग्स with the centralizing the some structure. Centralizing structure होगा, हायर एजुकेशन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया, अपेक्स स्ट्रक्चर होगा. it will work with the help of National Higher Education Regulatory Council, which regulate all our working with the light but tight. Means the freedom will be given to you, but you have to prove that freedom and make the transparency. This is the expectation. National Accreditation Council, NBA अलग, NAC अलग, ऐसा नहीं होगा. Only one NAC, NAC will be ecosystem for accreditation. So therefore, if you are having the accreditation at present, it will be very easy to get accredited from NAC after 2 years. Higher Education Grants Council, friendships, scholarships, development fund, all will be given by that system. And the General Education Council, they will design our syllabus, means framework, credit transfer, equivalency, all the correct. It will be decided by that GEC. So what are the AICTE and PCI? AICTE and PCI will be become PSSBS, means the professional standard setting bodies. They are setting our standards. What should be the knowledge capacity of M-Farm? What should the knowledge capacity and skills capacity of a B-Farm? What should the knowledge capacity of clinical pharmacist? They have to set the standards, professional standards. And accordingly, they are part of GEC, invited member. They are part of invited member. Definitely, to make a pharmacy syllabus, pharmacy experts will be required, but they will be the part of GEC and they will suggest. But AICTE and PCI will not have any regulatory role. उनका inspection नहीं होगा. Inspection will be conducted by accreditation body only. तो अभी हमारा AICTE का इंस्पेक्शन होता है, PCI का इंस्पेक्शन होता है, लोकल इंस्पेक्शन होता है, यूनिवर्सिटी का इंस्पेक्शन होता है. सब ये इंस्पेक्शन का राज खत्म हो जाएगा and will have a only single accreditation or inspection. So National Research Fund NRF will fund the research. तो रिसर्च का फंड NRF करेगी और डेवलपमेंट का फंड मॉड्रॉप, इन शॉर्ट मॉड्रॉप विल बी गिवन बाय द अदर एजेंसी and the fund will be given by the other agency. This is the structure for understanding regulation at your place at higher education, correct? So when you get an autonomous structure, we have to construct board of governors board, BOG, which includes students, teachers, management, experts, correct? And they have to prepare their own institutional development plan for how you will work. And this is the working structure of your institute at institute level. So what is the challenges and opportunities? To attain the set objectives, policy commits to increase the public investment. देखो opportunity है. पैसा सिर्फ 6% था GDP के, सॉरी 6% होगा. It was just 4.43%. So पैसा इसमें आ जाएगा हायर एजुकेशन में. Such transformation requires major change in the structure of our education, as what I told, and expected that in the decade of 2030 to 2040, the entire India will operate as per the national education policy. This is almost ready. Now new minister, Mr. Pradhan, is our minister and he will lead because he has to show Modi ji that he is working, correct? And as per me, within the next 6 months, something regulations will come. At each and every state, task force committee is set. At your ministry, state ministry also, task force ministries are set, but they are not working due to the corona. But we should be ready to take this challenge and convert this challenge into the opportunities. So this is the major change we have to make in our system, starting from making a clusters, going hand by hand, appointing a faculty, thinking what should be my structure of my institute, what other disciplines or what knowledge I can give. Likewise, and it is I'm delivering this lecture in advance to you, in advance to society, so that we can start thinking on it. We have to change the mindset of our management also. We have to change mindset of our teachers also. even non-teaching also, and the day will be ours, because due to the British strategy, they made us clerk, because all our education is based on the memorization. If we go in any developed countries, major education is based on the thinking ability and case based. In India, it is based on define, classify, and discuss. We have to end to this. Thank you for calling me. I'm ready to answer your any query. And again, I'm saying that this is my very first lecture on this new issue. Also, my article is coming on the APTI bulletin shortly. It is accepted and it is under the press. So thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, sir. Actually, it was very wonderful and it was very informative. So I request any of the participants, if you have any queries, please ask. Any questions from the participants?
Good morning, sir. This is Dr. Shripriya from Chennai Presidency College. Sir, it's a basic question. It is regarding education. I have a friend of mine who's a PhD holder and his wife is also a doctorate. And their daughter is 11 years old. And till date, they have not admitted her in a school. They feel school education is useless. I don't know. I've called him many a times. I've told him just enroll her in a school. You let her learn whatever she wants to learn. But certificate or degree education is must. You both are doctorates, and why do you want to do this? How do you see this case, sir?
This will happen in this new structure also, because they want to develop there as a holistic. They want to they don't want to make him a doctor or engineer. So develop a student, develop the candidate as a good human being, capable. Capable means he can repair his two-wheeler at least. टू-व्हीलर मीन्स पंक्चर हुआ है तो हम अब पंक्चर के लिए लेके जाते हैं. अमेरिका वाला पंक्चर के लिए लेके नहीं जाता कहाँ. Though he has wearing the suit and coat, he will sit there and he will repair. ये जो पंक्चर निकालता है, हमारे यहाँ बोलते हैं कि मेड है क्या, ये है क्या, वो है क्या. मैं तो पंक्चर नहीं निकालता. यही है कि what is expected, you should have your own capacities, all capacities. So this is the thing. Therefore, देखो हमारे जो भी कॉमन मैन है, कॉमन मैन के जो हमारे बच्चे हैं, दे आर गोइंग इन द वेरी स्ट्रीम्ड एजुकेशन. एक लाइन के ऊपर गए आप. अभी देखो अंबानी का लड़का क्या करता है मुझे नहीं मालूम, क्या किसका भी बड़े बड़े है, बट दे आर स्टडिंग सम लिबरल थिंग्स. भाई मुझे पसंद है, मुझे ये होना है, मुझे आगे मैनेजमेंट करना है. दे विल टेक सम इश्यूज ऑफ मैनेजमेंट एंड दे विल लर्न विद देयर एक्सपीरियंस. तो थोड़ा मेडिकल की साइड बाजू में रखो, बट इन जनरल इफ, और हमारा कहना, हम जो 3 इडियट जैसा टैग लगाते हैं ना, बच्चा पैदा होता है बर्थ के टाइम ही बोलते हैं ये डॉक्टर है, ये इंजीनियर है, ये तो निकल जाएगा. एंड दिस इज अ एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आल्सो. मेक अ capable person, holistic approach, not as a degree holders, not as a doctor or pharmacist.
Thank
So
you,
I
sir.
support that.
Thank you, sir. So actually, I mean, for namesake, maybe we sometimes I also feel it is good, but end of the day, the competition you see around us, and at that moment,
नहीं,
we
हमारा
feel, yes,
जो
our
जो भी
children
हमारा
need.
मिडिल क्लास है, ना हमारा मिडिल क्लास है, हमें वो करना भी चाहिए, क्योंकि स्टिल सिस्टम इज नॉट चेंज. इफ यू आर नॉट अ ग्रेजुएट, नोबडी विल गिव अ जॉब. जो ये क्लास है आपकी जो फ्रेंड है, उनको ऐसा नहीं है कि वो बच्चे ने अभी कल जाके ज्वाइन करना है कहा और कुछ तो कमा के आना है, मेरे घर में चाहिए. ये जो क्लास है ना, वो जो क्लास है कि जिनको बच्चे से पैसा नहीं चाहिए, इमीडिएट सैलरी नहीं चाहिए, उसकी शादी करनी है तो उसको तो जॉब चाहिए, वैसा नहीं है उनका. तो इसलिए दे आर डूइंग दैट. फॉर आवर लाइक अ पीपल वी हैव टू मेक सम डिग्री होल्डर, तो उसको तो पेट चलेगा. हमारा भी लेवल बराबर है. तो छोटे लोगों ने, हम नहीं सोचते, क्योंकि वो घर में बैठेगा, जॉब कोई नहीं देगा. अभी फार्मेसी में जॉब करना है उसको और तो बीफार्म नहीं है तो जॉब कौन देगा. तो ये बात है, पक्का है. लेवल पे जाएगी। वेरी आइडियली वो सिस्टम बराबर है, प्रैक्टिकली इंडिया में इतना वो नहीं चलेगा। जो चलेगा वो इसके लिए चलेगा कि जिसके पास आज भी करोड़ों है, रोजी रोटी का मामला कुछ भी नहीं है, सो वी कैन हैव दैट फ्रीडम।
सही बात है सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, ma'am. And
Hello, good. Hello, sir. Tushar Samte from Chandrapur,
हाँ
Maharashtra.
कुछ
सर
बोलो।
क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा रिलेटेड है अपने आज के डिस्कशन से। अभी डिप्लोमा कोर्स का सिलेबस नया डिफाइन किया है सर पीसीआई ने, और उसमें ट्यूटोरियल क्लासेस
Correct.
बहुत सारे डाल दिए हैं। तो एक्चुअली
Correct.
मैंने काफी लोगों से डिग्री कॉलेज से डिस्कशन किया, बट आई हैव नॉट टेक प्रॉपर गाइडेंस की यानी ट्यूटोरियल क्लासेस के हिसाब से हमें क्या प्लानिंग करनी है सर। आई एम प्रिंसिपल इन डिप्लोमा कॉलेज सर।
वे ट्यूटोरियल का aim is very good. Tutorial is for interaction, tutorial for to give the assignment, tutorial for interacting with the students to check their knowledge and to check their skill development. बट हमारे यहाँ क्या रहता है, आदत ही नहीं ट्यूटोरियल में क्या करना और एडिशनल लेक्चर लेना। तो 2
Yes,
lectures
sir.
are for theory and tutorial का 1 lecture है, we make it theory only. So in the tutorial,
Yes,
can
sir.
you check it is a informal way of teaching. हमारा टीचर जाएगा उधर, कुछ तो समझो आप मेडिकल अभी डिप्लोमा में है, वो क्या करेगा,
Yes.
वो 10-12 बॉटल लेके जाएगा मेडिकल स्टोर से, उधर रखेगा और बोलेगा भाई हर एक का
हाँ।
लेबल पढ़ो और लेबल में मुझे बता दो कि क्या बराबर है क्या गलत है ना, इसका ड्रग इंटरेक्शन बता दो, ऐसा कुछ। तो वो बोलेंगे तो हम बोलेंगे
Okay.
नहीं, इसका क्या जरूरत है, बच्चा तो 80% मिलना चाहिए, उसको 80% मिलता है तो बीफार्म को एडमिशन मिलता है, ये आपका छोड़ दो भाई। ये हमारी आदत हमें बदलनी पड़ेगी। तो सिलेबस गिविंग अस अ ट्यूटोरियल्स द फ्रीडम टू इंटरैक्ट विद द स्टूडेंट्स, बट हमारा प्रिंसिपल और हम बोलते सर लाइफ में मैंने स्टूडेंट को कभी बातचीत नहीं की, मैंने एक ही बोला ये कोई आस्क मी क्वेश्चन इन द क्लास आई विल किक आउट और आई विल सी इन योर एग्जामिनेशन। तो बच्चा बोलता ही नहीं सर, 2 साल में एक बार भी बोलता नहीं, वो बोलता है सर को गुस्सा आता है, क्योंकि सर रट्टा मार के आता है ना, मैं डिस्टर्ब करूंगा तो सर को गुस्सा आता है। तो ये ट्यूटोरियल है, वह फ्रीडम है उसने जाके दिल खुलास बात करने की, कुछ असाइनमेंट देने की। अबे और असाइनमेंट हमारा क्या रहता है, असाइनमेंट दे दी तो बच्चा बैठता है गूगल पे, 2 पेज प्रिंट निकलता है और आता है असाइनमेंट लेके। भाई उसको प्रॉब्लम दे दो ना, उसको प्रॉब्लम दे दो। इफ यू आर टेकिंग अ डुल्कोलैक्स एंड यू आर टेकिंग अ जेलुसिल साइमल्टेनियसली, व्हाट विल हैपन? I guarantee that you are not having that answer because we not taught like that. Because dulcolax is enteric coated, and if I take a gelusil pH will destroy that enteric coat. मगर ये कभी हुआ क्या हमारे पास? नहीं. We have the definition of enteric coated, we have the definition of antacid, but I am asking simple thing. If dulcolax taken with the or if the any drug which is the enteric coated is taken with the any antacid, नहीं चलेगा. But such case we not never made. So this tutorial is for this purpose.
okay,
sir. Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir. And
Also,
sir,
sir, please in a group, please give your email ID and contact number, sir, if possible. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
अरे ये नीचे है ना एस आई एम फार्मासिस्ट, उस पर ये सब आंसर दिए है। यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाओ, आई हैव मोर देन 60 वीडियोस विद ऑल दिस थिंग्स।
Yes,
okay,
sir, definitely.
okay, Tushar sir. And sir, one more question from Madam Amruta Avalskar. How much time will the colleges or faculty get to adapt to this new policy? How much time will the colleges get to adapt to this new policy?
Yeah, actually what is expected is up to 2030, means when this 2 decades program is there, 1 decade is to create full structure 2030 तक हमारा स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए, हमारी इंस्टीट्यूट एटोनॉमस होके क्लस्टर बनना चाहिए, एंड नेक्स्ट डिकेड विल बी फॉर परफेक्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन। इतना साल तो लगेगा क्योंकि हमारी आदत बहुत बुरी है, पहले उसको पूरा चेंज करना है। तो गवर्नमेंट आल्सो थिंकिंग टू हैव 20 years, 2 decades, बहुत सारे हम रिटायर हो जाएंगे, इतना टाइम है।
Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
if we are conducting tutorial lecture like this in section, faculty will said that syllabus will not be completed. What can we do? It's a question from Dr. Vaishnav.
Yeah,
Question from
therefore,
Dr.
for completion of syllabus, yeah, for completion of syllabus, separate lectures are given. Or why? Who told you to teach line and line from a book, from introduction word to the last point, including commas, including all the question marks? What we are doing, we are delivering the whole content from a book to the student, and we call it the completion of syllabus. It is not expected. Teachers should teach the concepts. Teacher should teach the concept, and students should read it and have a discussion. This is called as the completion of syllabus. But Indian style is कौन सा बुक यूज करते हैं? लैकमन. तो लैकमन के टैबलेट लाइन का पहला वर्ड से लैकमन के बुक चैप्टर का लास्ट वर्ड अपने उधर ओमिट किया क्या क्लास में? यस, आई सर ओमिटेड. योर सिलेबस इज ओवर. And then if we ask why there is a 900 ml medium is required in the dissolution test, बच्चा बोलता है तो स्टमक में 900 ml है. कहाँ लिखा है? मुझे दिखाओ भाई, मैं भी रिजाइन दे दूंगा, मैं फार्मेसी का सर्टिफिकेट वापस करूंगा, क्योंकि we not taught what is the concept of dissolution medium, but we taught whole figure of dissolution test medium except the concept. So that hours are for giving the concept. It is not a duty of teacher to read line and line, और नोट्स तो देने की जरूरत ही नहीं.
Thank you.
For that
And,
I have the interactive teaching videos.
No, sir, please, sir. Respected sir, from which academic year new syllabus for diploma in pharmacy will be implemented in Maharashtra?
Mostly next year से हो सकता है. Now they ask for some suggestions. Already it is over, and depending on the admission dates, possibly this year mostly, otherwise next year to पक्का ही है.
Okay, and Dr. Atmaram Pawar sir is on YouTube, and somebody has asked that. I have pasted the YouTube channel link in the chat box. You can have a look at that YouTube channel. I am a pharmacist. So any other question? Any other queries? Hi sir, to implement higher standards in education, faculty must be upgraded too. How should we improve? From Dr. Remya Devarenji.
Actually, there will be teaching orientation course. If today also we are having the FTPs, but really these FTPs are FTPs, or the FTPs are to give the certificate. This is the point. But now we have to attend the FTPs and to understand the concept. Now, whole 4 years or 10 years, there will be full FTPs on the NEP, that new education policy. It will be discipline wise. How to teach this subject, how to teach that subject, likewise, सब चालू हो जाएगा. So we have to learn from the discussions only.
Okay, anyone has any queries, please paste it, type in the chat box, or you can ask directly. Hope there are no queries, sir. Sir, first of all, thank you very much, sir. It was a really wonderful session and very insightful to the to National Education Policy 2020. On behalf of National College of Pharmacy and Adal Academy, I thank you once again. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
To all participants, next session will be at 11:30. Teaching Learning Evolution, Post-COVID Analysis by Professor Rajiv VR. He is a Registrar, Kerala State Pharmacy Council. So we'll meet you at 11:30.